So, stumbled across this Antalya Necropolis. Part of the old world and the old town. These things probably mean a lot to some people, but to us, they mean nothing. There he is up there. I remember him. That's Constantine. Yeah. 420 AD. Yes. Constantinople. I used to have one of them coins. Don't know where it went. Some sort of sarcophagi. I'm saying sarcophagi because that's how it's supposed to be said, I think. Is it?
This is from the 3rd century BC.
The 3rd century BC. Let's see.
So they was going to build something in 2008, and as they were digging to make the new builds, they found all these graves from antiquity. They found 866 graves here that were used between the 3rd century BC up to the 5th century AD. So for 8 centuries this was used as a burial ground for important people.
Oh, interesting.
So that's what it is.
Very good. Hey, let's press on. Here he is again. Pressing on to more antiquity, we find this. It's the elephant god, isn't it? Elephantine.
I wonder what they are.
That's
They just beads,
a fire hydrant.
jewellery, beads.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe they were. And this is obviously a sarcophagi. Inside it, boom! No one knows what's inside it. Right, let's see what it says here. It says that. Now, folks, the story of Antalya. Down here, we have things that we have yet to show you. Touching the ancient column is better than hugging a tree, so it's been said.
Seen some things, that column.
Yeah. Column of life. And as Herod said, humans, the only comfort humans have in life now is death. And that was actually King Herod who said it. There's our friends there. 3 of them. Thrice. Rail, Randall and Ledman. Roman Donenia. Colca limestone. Wow. It's amazing, that. Absolutely amazing. Do not touch. More antiquity on top of antiquity. touching
This is
antiquity.
From 158 BC. Wow.
Roman Dominia from the Roman period. Amazing. With all the writings and markings still on it.
On that jar.
Limestone. Yazid inscription.
Yeah, look at this. One man is not master of another man, but death and life and pleasure and hardship are his masters. One man is not master of another man.
Epictetus. I remember him.
Pleasure and hardship are his masters.
He never got the alien. Absolutely amazing.
These were found inside them, I think.
Yeah. The skull jars, they are.
All the bones and the whole body.
Yeah, that's how they buried them. Some of them were buried in that way.
This one?
Yeah. Inside there, yeah. Look at him there. A nice kip. The longest kip of his life. Who are you looking at? This is good, isn't it? This is like a
mini grave.
Yeah.
Probably bones.
Capped.
Or a baby.
Osteotech. Some amazing stuff in here, isn't it? Amazing. Inside the pot of life. Yeah. Pottery at school. We used to make these at school in pottery. What?
Where they kept the ashes.
Oh, they're urns.
Yeah.
The urn of life.
Cremated people and put their ashes in.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow. And there's some interesting information if you're interested on the afterlife. Charon the boatman and the river Styx.
The picture.
The picture of life.
That's Hermes. Who? Hermes accompanies the dead as a guide. However, reaching Hades is not an easy task and you must first Styx. Who? The boatman, Charon, that's him.
Oh yeah.
Carries the souls of the dead across the river, but he takes money from the dead to do so. For this reason, a coin is left in the mouth of the dead to be given to Charon as a toll. Cruel and merciless Charon would expel souls who did not have a toll and would never take them across the river Styx to Hades.
Wow. Now you know. Go ahead, say that again more.
The Olympic Games started in the 8th century BC.
Did it?
Athletics was a central role in people's social life. Oh.
That's a good statue, isn't it? This fella here.
Yeah.
It's a good bronze statue, that.
Bronze.
Yeah. Wow.
One of the toughest sports of the ancient era was pancration. It was largely unrestricted combat sport in the ancient Greek world, combining elements of wrestling and boxing. The name pancration means anything goes. They could punch, choke, throw their opponent to the ground, use joint locks to incapacitate them. Only 2 actions were forbidden, and that was gorging the opponent's eyes out and biting.
Sounds alright,
If you
doesn't it?
violated them rules, you got killed.
Violated the rules.
So if you poked someone's eyes or bit them, you got killed.
You got killed anyway, yeah. Yeah. It was much better back in them days.
Theogenes of Thasos, the legendary athlete, was victorious in 1,400 competitions. As he must have been hard, wasn't he?
That dumbbell. Marble dumbbell. Look at that. Size of that.
Yeah.
Big and narrow.
God.
They're dumbbells.
Wow.
These are, yeah. These are dumbbells here, look. Wow. They must have picked some of them up with a couple of fingers.
This is another sport here called mat track, where they used to belt each other with great big sticks.
Oh, yeah. God, yeah. I know some lad who used to do that years ago.
They hit each other with long, polished sticks.
Him and his gang members used to batter each other across the backs. And they did it for a reason. They did it so that they had to take the pain. And if they didn't take the pain, they were thrown out the gang. What the f... We bring you Hermes. Obviously can't touch this geezer for some reason. They must have found that. Where did they find that?
They found it in 2012 when they were doing an excavation.
Yeah. What a guy. This is something else in here. Stand behind me rostrum. Here. An address. I give to you, and you alone, antiquity.
Got babies on it, look. Cherubs.
Cherubs, yeah. Cherubs actually
That's
being...
the lid of this sarcophagus.
Wow. It's marble, like.
Remember this quote then? Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius.
Yeah.
And he starred in Gladiator.
If yourself as dead, you have lived your life. Take what's left.
This has had little cherubs on the side and animals. Beautiful, yeah. All little artifacts all broken off now. There's a cherub. Well, once was. And 2 people on top. Gone. Roman period. Wow. It is actually very good in here, like. Brilliant museum if you're into museums, like. It's the liver bird and the councillors around the laurel wreath of life. The laurel wreath is a what was the laurel wreath? What does the laurel wreath signify? It's in the thingy, isn't it? It's in the United Nations and everything, isn't it?
It's in loads of things.
Because it's a unification, isn't it? It's a gang. It's a gang sign, actually. Yeah. If you're in our gang, you can't just fight us. You have to fight everyone else, and that's what it is. The WEF, the UN.
These are the more modern ones. That's only from 1900.
The
1900.
and others. What's that?
These are the more modern ones, what we found, because it was used quite regularly.
Oh right, yeah. 1843 to 19. Oh yeah. That's they found this.
Yeah. This one's from
Yeah. Wow. It's lovely, isn't it?
This is only a baby.
In love
In
it.
memory of Arthur Frederick William, beloved son of Jacques and Elmira, born
Yeah.
18th of August 1886, died September 1887.
Lord God,
And
the Lord gave and the Lord hath taken away. May his soul rest in peace.
Freemason, skull and crossbones.
Here we have a pirate
Freemason.
of the Caribbean. It's amazing that. Come here, fella. Let me touch you. Let me feel you. And here we have another sarcophagi. Wow, look at that in there. Let's see inside there, look. You can't see nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. Doesn't look ancient to me, that's inscription. Sarcophagus. Isn't that lovely, eh?
These aren't that old, only from the
Yeah.
1800s.
Oh yeah. Out of a graveyard, a local. Oh, out of the
Yeah.
from the dig, which we're gonna be seeing very shortly, very boringly. Maybe for some, but not for others. Ancient jewellery there, yeah. Even an ancient needle with its thimble. Yeah, amazing. Amazing. I wonder how much they'd fetch in
Cash converters.
cash converters window. It's almost, this one here is almost like a pine cone pattern or snake. Whatever that is. It's made out of limestone. It's actually solid on the top as well, with a hole maybe for moving it. Yeah. Glass container there, look. So they were.
Perfume bar, look at that.
What is it?
Perfume bar.
Perfume.
So they had like a
What is
long perfume bar. So they dipped it in the bottle.
Oh yeah.
And then stroked it across themselves.
Wow.
The boot.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing. The artifacts found in the Great Dig.
Yeah, they must have put the perfume in the little pot there. Must have put the perfume in that little pot because that's a
Yeah.
perfume bar.
Yeah.
thing. And then rubbed that in it and put the perfume on themselves.
Wow. Sure. Part
That's
of
the
our
stairs there. There, look.
fee, yeah. We're gonna go down these stairs now and look at the rest of antiquities. Walking round now into the great dig of life. A lesson in thousands of years. A lesson to ourselves. This is how we one day will be found in the grand scheme of itself and life.
Wow.
Yeah? So these have all been, I don't know, like whatever. What do you think they've been?
It's just an ancient burial site.
Yeah, but
The town of Paphos, whatever it was called.
yeah, and do you think now they've given up on the dig, as they say?
Yeah.
Do you think they've stopped digging now?
Yeah.
I wonder why. I wonder that, you know, the coordinator must say, there must come a time when they say, this dig is like now not coming to any fruition because we're not finding anything now substantial. We found quite a lot and we're not finding anything else. So maybe that's a reason why things don't
It was used for hundreds of years, this, you know, as a
get
burial
on.
site.
Or was it?
Said on that sign in there.
Yeah, so. But what an amazing structure they've built. Oh, like
Around it.
above it, this big metal like stadium roof. You know, look at the size of this one here. And that one, wow, look at that. That's got steps going down, and in there's a tunnel. They might let us in here. No,
Probably like.
they won't. They won't. No. So there.
There's a cat in there, Dave.
So there. Where?
Cat chilling over there in the grave.
So there. You go through there and into there, but we can't because there's a lock gate
Look at this.
on the fence.
Look at them on the,
There's the
on
cat
wall.
chilling there.
See the rock
See
wall?
him there, look.
That
What?
must have determined them to stop digging because that
Yeah.
wall there must be the perimeter wall
Ah,
of the
yeah,
of the
yeah.
burial site.
Yeah, that wall there, yeah. Let's press on. Yeah, you're talking about here, aren't you? This is the maybe a stop point, and that's where the cat lives in there. There's another one. There's another one with a hole in the middle of it. Look there, over there. We can't go down onto there though. It's, we're actually the only people here. It's strange the way they're being preserved in that light. Yeah.
Is that
This is about tomb 313. What's
must
it
be
say?
somewhere around here.
Yeah.
The excavations reveal that 62 people were buried in the tomb.
Ah,
59 of them were inhumations and 3 were cremations.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They were all arranged in a north-south direction with the heads of the bodies to the north and the
Wow.
feet to the south. The fact that they were all made in the same direction suggests that mass burials were carried out. Cremation burials were identified by the discovery of 3 casserole-shaped urns.
So what is it? 313.
Yeah.
Like over there
That's how
we've
they
got
were buried. That's how they were
355, 365, 353. Could be one of these when it's back to us. We will get back to you. Now in search of tomb 313. If you spot it, leave your answer in the comments. This looks like a big site, big grave. 300. We're looking for 313. 304. 3, yeah. That's a biggie, that's a big one, that, yeah. Yeah. Our cases like that. At the moment we haven't found 313, we're still looking.
There's
But
291, that's that one there.
But more on this. 291.
That big massive one there.
Where?
There, look.
And there's 291 there. huge he is. Huge tree.
Grave 291 was cut into the rock in an east-western direction in a rectangular shape. The grave cover is missing. The interior tomb consists of a deathbed to the north and south and a niche to the east. At least 20 people were buried in the tomb with 20 skulls. In addition, a large number of terracotta, glass perfume bottles, 3 coins, jewellery, strigolese and terracotta statuettes of Eros and Psyche were unearthed as grave gods.
Wow. But we still need to find
313.
313. There you go. The steps to hell. We found this by tomb 313, an ancient wing of a albatross type bird, I'd say. What's this over here? Let's see. It's biggie. Another one, look. The doorway to Hades. More doorways. Doorways everywhere. These were like big family tombs. Yeah. This section of the archaeological dig doesn't look like they were starting to find much around these parts. So it was wearing thin. These were probably just graves of paupers. That's a big one down there, like. But no, it's not like they found anything there. So maybe that's why the dig come to an end. Dig it, Rich.
Got bit of a tomb middle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some sort of artifact in it, but can't be. Looks like it's all come to an end in here. It's a massive place, like.
This must be where they started finding things, because there's number 18.
Ah, yeah. Number 18 over there. Yeah. Yes. Maybe they were pressed on then over there, over yonder. Which?
Number 6.
Number 6 there, yeah. Yeah.
The interior of this one, number 3, has got a bench all the way around it.
It's got a bench.
Yeah, bench to sit on all the way around it.
Yeah. Let's find number 3.
To visit the dead. One
There's
individual
number
was
2.
buried.
There's number 3, here 4. That must be, oh there it is, there number 3, that one. So that one.
Had 5 people in it at least.
You could go down that one and sit at the bench inside it to sit down. A few bevies as well.
Yeah, the north-south rectangular floor plan was dug out of the rock and formed by an arrangement of 3 cut blocks in a U-shape. Consists of a rectangular pit and a bench surrounding the pit. This also has a bench. The pit was covered with 4 rectangular blocks. On one of these blocks there are inscribed in the decorations. These decorations indicate that the block belonged to another architectural structure in the first use and was used as a spolier in the tomb.
Wow.
The excavations reveal that at least 2 people were buried in the tomb. One of the burials was on a bench and the other in a pit covered with poor blocks. The tomb yielded skeletons of the buried individuals as well as jewellery,
Down there.
terracotta and coins.
In yon.
Number 17 that was.
Yeah. This is amazing, this tomb here, look.
Yeah.
Inside there, look.
39.
Yeah. Yeah, there he is, 39. It's on here, look. It was dug up in the rocks and consisted of 2 chambers running from south to north. It is the example of a double chamber tomb in the necropolis. Double chamber, eh? The anterior chamber. Anterior chamber is to the south and the main chamber to the north. The door on the north of the anterior chamber connects the 2 chambers. The main chamber is larger and has higher ceilings, has larger and a higher ceiling than the other chambers of the necropolis. The main chamber is situated at the lower level than the anterior chamber. The entrance to the chamber is provided by 4 steps in front of the door. The burial chamber has 2 niches and 4 clines. The upper part of the anterior chamber to the south was not survived, so the entrance to the tomb could not be identified. However, it is assumed that it was in the centre of the niches in the south of the burial chamber. The burial chamber had 2 niches and 2 beds. The floor and walls of both chambers were plastered in lime, sand, mortar. During the archaeological excavations, a large number of human skeletons were found in piles in the niches on the beds, as well as glass and terracotta unguateriums, glass bowls and jewellery. So there you have it.
It's that one there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
This is a double one, yeah. Yeah.
So I never found that 313.
May their souls rest in antiquity and in peace. This is the double chamber. It's massive, that.
Yeah.
Inside it must have been quite big, and there's a seat. I can see like a seating area.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. It's like there. The seats sit down there. Yeah, you could do. That's takes your breath away, really. And there, from this side, from this angle, is the steps leading down into the chamber.
What's that one you've just been reading about?
Hang on, let me just get this right. So you go in there, and then there's them, and then you in here, you go down them steps in there, and there you are in there. And you can do what you want in there then. Amazing, that.
You can see, you know, where it's
Absolutely.
and the walls are plastered.
Yeah.
You can see, can't
You
you?
can see the plaster, yeah, on the walls, yeah. It was like somewhere where the must have used to go and sit down and stay, you know, cool. In the
Go and visit the dead.
yeah, visit the dead, and also cool underground because it's boiling in this country, you know. There's some more examples of necropoli, as we say, in the archaeological world. And there's our friend, the collared dove. Come to sing, hello. Hello. Another one. Another chasm. Where the dead people rest. The rest of their death. May their souls rest in eternal peace, forever and ever. Amen. This looks like somewhere like when Jesus was buried, and they rolled the rock out the way the doorway 3 days later, and he come out and he said, "What the fucking hell have you all rocked me in here for, lad?" More examples of the days of Jesus and the tombs that they dug for their resting dead. Yeah.
633, that great big one over there.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the few examples of a sarcophagus lid in the eastern necropolis of Antalya. The tomb was constructed by carving out the bedrock, placing rectangular, smoothly polished blocks on the bedrock in a north-south direction, covering them with a sarcophagus lid. This tomb is accessed by a 4-step staircase facing south. The beds inside were formed by the extension of the east, west and north sides. On the floor of the tomb there is a rectangular pit which was covered with a rectangular block. During the archaeological excavations, an intact skeleton was unearthed in the deathbed to the west. Skeletons were found scattered in the pit.
Wow.
Terracotta, glass bottle fragments, jewellery and a coin were found as gifts to the gods.
Holy.
So that's it.
That's what they found in there.
Yeah.
I'm lost for words. For once. And here we come across grave M 555.
See it?
Simple chest grave. Grave 555 is a rectangular in shape, dug into the rock in the north-south direction. The interior of the tomb consists only of bed for the dead. During the archaeological excavations, Skeletor was unearthed in the north direction. Glass perfume bottles and terracotta, Argentarium and jewellery were also found and stuck in someone's pocket. Wonder where that is. Somewhere around here anyway. It's quite hot today. Very, very hot actually. There you have little in the style of an amphitheatre, collared dove, the dove of destiny. That's what that is. Say hello to your destiny. Look at the cool, look at the cool, look at the cool, look at the cool. It's a pigeon, that, you know. Related to the pigeon family. Walk towards them. That's it. Walk towards him, and that's it. It's gone. A little like type of quarter amphitheatre to sit down and soak in the graves and the antiquitous world of archaeological digs.